think, again, like we all been saying, it's something that we as a community have to take control over when it comes to us.
Especially this.
Dealing with us. You know what I mean? On every level. You know, whether it's entertainment, whether it's mental health, because we go through different shit. Our shit is different.
And
you know
some of their fault.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's real, man. Yeah, I mean, woo.
And I don't really get offended, but I just know when somebody is bullying somebody.
Yeah, no,
the thing about coming up in this culture that we call gangbanging, I know bullying when I see it. I know how you're bullying somebody. I know when I want to sit down and talk to somebody how I talk to them, and I know how to actually inflict my will to make you break it.
I mean, what's the difference between, you know, that's the whole thing we talking about law enforcement. You're in authority, so you have this authority, and you saying, you know what, you don't do what I tell you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you and I'm gonna shoot you. I don't care if you're guilty or not. That's not changing nothing. You know what I mean? So educate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been with that cancel culture shit.
I got 4 things. Educate, consistency, discipline, humility.
Right.
That's the keys to the world.
Say it again.
Educate, consistency, discipline, humility.
Remember that. I'm going to put it on the screen when we edit this. Man.
So important, you know what I'm saying? That's so really important.
Put it on the shirt.
Yeah.
But they trying to bully that nigga, man. And I hate that.
They ain't trying, they doing it.
They bully him. They bullied him into apologizing.
And a lot of us is supporting it and complimenting the bullies, which is crazy.
But then again, like I said, it's like,
hopefully
I know gangbangers when I see gangbangers.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm going to say this to the baby. I hope, you know, all of us was able to learn something, but I hope he was able to learn something. Whatever that is, that, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I understand what it was. You get me? And I ain't never been with that cancel. I can't be a psychologist and be with cancel culture. I gotta be able to help somebody that's at the bottom of the barrel and help them see that there's hope in it.
That was a pure flex of power.
Yeah, so you know, I hope whatever God was supposed to have him learn from that, I hope he can learn, and then the rest of us, you know, no matter what side of that coin.
But this goes back to what I was saying initially, because where I know this world ain't fair.
Never be.
That's why I'll never not be who I am. I don't have no kids. I don't got no reason to sacrifice. It don't gotta be a better world. I'll make this motherfucker. I'll terrorize this motherfucker every day I'm breathing because I know people ain't right and they know how to be right, but they want to flex their power. They ain't no different than being in the hood. It's the same shit.
Like at a job.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Supervisor flexing his power. Like, nigga, the fuck?
Yeah.
Feel me? Versus just trying to help somebody better their circumstance. If it was about education and you felt you said something ignorant, then you know punish. If your kid did something, prime example, Deuce, right? His brother, and his rap partner, right? His son the other day gets in, his son is out there playing basketball, right? His buddy comes out with a BB gun, he put the BB gun on him, right? They hooping outside in front of their house. The neighbors see him hooping. He's like 13, teenager, feel me? The neighbors see him thinking it's a real piece, call the police. They come, feel me, pull out whatever, send them down, take the BB gun. Deuce is kind of upset, like, man, blah, blah, said, Deuce, it's not illegal to have a BB gun. It's not illegal.
Right.
It's not illegal to have a BB gun, to brandish a BB gun, like, he's just ignorant. So, like, why would the first reaction be about punishing somebody? Like, you can't punish people for being ignorant. You gotta punish people for being educated, and then, if somebody doesn't know something's a crime, you know what I mean? It's like trying to hold a drug addict accountable. That don't make sense. You already know they're not in their right mind.
Absolutely. I mean, in that position, I feel like we have to educate them, but we also do have to teach them about accountability because the accountability could be something that we're not ready for. You know what I'm saying?
But I think accountability only makes sense when you in the know.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, when you ignorant on like really, what could you be mad about?
Yeah. If you tell them to be accountable for something that they don't even know that they
and then he's not breaking the law.
Right.
It's not against the law.
Right.
What happens is you don't know that your life is in danger. So now I got to teach you about something that really shouldn't even exist.
Right.
It's
a reality. It's a reality.
So why would you be mad at the kid? I mean, I can understand you being nervous, scared, frustrated, but why would you be mad at him? He's not breaking the law. Technically, he's not doing anything wrong outside of the fact we live in an environment where you will be killed just for being you.
Very dangerous.
And it's only dangerous based off somebody else's ignorance.
Yeah.
Right.
So how could you be mad at him for being ignorant versus when we knowingly do something wrong? That's why.
Yeah, that's real. I'm always a big supporter of education. I think education helps in a lot of situations.
Education
You know
is
what I'm
key.
saying? Absolutely. You know, and I always implore people to go get educated about anything that they do. You know what I mean? Including, like I told you before, I told my own sons, you know, before you make a choice, you better be educated on what the rules are. And it's because the accountability that could come to you might end your life. Period. Or it might put you in jail. That's how you'll be held accountable, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not,
You know
whether
what
you're
I'm saying?
ignorant or not.
Yeah, you
You
feel
gotta
me? So,
educate yourself.
yeah.
That's the thing. You gotta educate yourself on whatever you're trying to be a part of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, let's talk about let's talk about the future a little bit. I've seen you in your journey do a lot, like I said earlier in the show. I've seen you do songs with most of the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? You've had them all on records. You've had your own records. I seen you recently get the show. That's on Charlemagne's thing, right? Like Effect. That's on iHeart.
It's on iHeart. You know what iHeart is.
Congrats on that.
Thank you, man.
Who's with you on here? Cause you got some of the homies on.
So my boy Peter Biles, feel me? This is my partner, feel me, that I've been fucking with for 10 years.
Okay.
That's the main person, and my boy King is the engineer.
Okay. Yeah. Now, on that show, do y'all? I've seen it a couple of times, but as far as the premise of the show, is it more like just? Because I can imagine y'all talk about a lot of this type of stuff.
It's really about pariahs
Uh,
and polarizing topics.
okay.
I feel like in our communities we shy away from conversations about that. Like I said, I just did a podcast with Bootleg Kevin explaining to him I'm a transphobe, and like people are mad that I'm a transphobe. I'm like, why are you mad?
Right.
And I'm telling you. But again, I think it's definitions and words where they think hate and fear are the same, and they're not. They're different.
Absolutely.
And hopefully you realize somebody can be intelligent enough.
Yeah.
So my goal on one of the next 5 podcasts is finally have a conversation with a trans person and explain to them my fear and hopefully find some space to be able to not be fearful.
Yeah, come to some kind of understanding.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not
Clarity.
something somebody could probably explain, but just to be in that space. So whether we having conversations about COVID, feel me, and vaccines, or whether we having conversation with, you know, adult stars, entertainers, feel me, all the polarizing people and topics in our community that again will go unvisited because we're scared to talk about it.
Yeah, nah, that's dope. We need more of that, you know. As far as like, cause I know you got some. If I recall correctly, you're working on a project currently.
Yeah, I'm working on probably about 5.
You work, okay. What's the next one that you can?
So my goal is to start moving my mixtape catalog over to.
I know you had like a prequel coming.
Yeah. So Glass House 1,
Yeah.
I revisited, you know, redid it,
Yeah.
you know, added songs, remixed songs, you know, kept some songs the same and created a much more fitting body of work based off of my knowledge today than it was in 2012. And
Right.
delivering that to DSPs, to the digital, to Spotify, Apple, and Tidal. The project I'm super excited about to follow that is Imperial.
Okay.
It's a project with Irvin Pope, where he produced it.
Hard too.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally just finding spaces to have fun and again creating thought, creating ideas, and chronicling what's going on today, and you know how I see where the game is at.
Would you say, I mean, I know we always been intelligent dudes. We've always had pretty good conversations, even when we was at our most ignorant moments, right? Do you, when we first came into this, I could safely say, you know, we saw the bag. I mean, at least for me,
Yeah, you got some
I had my eyes
money.
on the
Yeah, got some
bag.
money.
You know what I'm saying? Now, is the cause different? Is it? I know, is glasses different? Like,
What's funny is
what's
I never,
glasses trying to do now?
I never
ultimately?
came into it for money. I
Yeah.
always came into it for the livelihood of running a business.
Yeah.
Now I'm literally just intending to fuck shit up. You know, I feel like it's so much food for shit at the highest level that's not being addressed, and I feel like there's a lack of accountability at the highest level. And I feel like the game is missing a tyrant. See, the game always had a tyrant. There's always a tyrant in the business.
Yeah.
You know, a person who was a beacon of light and truth. You know, even though the gang could be on some bullshit, they like, man, that shit bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel like that space is missing, right? There's nobody calling out bullshit because everybody is so entrenched with the economics of it all and thinking that having a couple dollars means something. And no different than my OG homies, feel me, when things would get a little funny in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? And they would come out and be like, man, that's some sucker shit.
Yeah.
They don't care what you think you got.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the rap game needs an OG right now. Like the neighborhoods need like all of the gangs need an OG. It ain't no OG, feel me, telling them how it go. You know, again, I'm not no boss, I'm a leader. If I tell you something, I'm gonna burn with you. We're gonna do this together.
Right.
I'm not one of them niggas that's sending no nigga on no mission.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna get in the car and put the training wheels on for you and show you how you really do this. So, long as I'm willing to do that and in that position, you know what I mean, healthy enough to do that and willing to be with what I'm talking about, I feel like the game needs somebody to actually, you know, the business needs somebody to be that tyrant. There's no tyrant.
I think you can do it. I think you're in a good position to do that because, you know, we had a point in life where it's like we the bridge between the older and the new. We like right at that age bracket of it's like we not old, we not young. And I think that's a valuable place to be. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you're transporting messages. You know, because a lot gets lost in translation between these age groups. And I think you're one of the ones that can, you know, make that communication to where both sides can understand it and there can be some moral accountability, like you said, on both sides of this game.
Yeah, gotta be. There's a place, you know what I mean, that's needed. The game needs it, and it needs somebody that's not for sale. That's the key. Like, it needs somebody that's not for sale.
Yes.
It needs somebody that's comfortable enough in life to where it's like, you know, I ain't never wanted no 10-bedroom mansion in Bel Air.
Right.
I ain't never wanted no Bentley or no Lamborghini or no G-Wagon or nothing else I had. I never wanted none of that. I never cared about none of that. I ain't never wore my money a day in my life. I ain't never wore my money.
Man,
Feel me? So
powerful.
I'm not really worried
I've never
about
seen you change. That's one thing.
Because I'm not trying.
I saw when you got the check. I seen that when you got other things. You know what I'm saying? I seen when you pulled up in the whatever you had.
Whatever it is.
You know what I'm saying? And you never changed.
Because this shit ain't never meant nothing to me.
And I've seen you with all of them. I done been in the rooms with you, Baby, Wayne. It's always the same. You know,
because it's consistent. I'm me on purpose. Feel me? There's no. I'm proud of who I am. Feel me? The things I'm not, I change them or I work on changing them. But again, it's one of those things where the game needs it, and it needs it so bad. It's so much, you know, it's so many stories left untold. It's so much misrepresentation and false inspiration and bullshit aspiration. You feel me? It needs something authentic, and it needs something that can't be bought. The key, it can't be bought. That's the hardest part because trauma makes you sell out.
Makes
you know
you
what I mean? It makes you susceptible to sell out. You know what I mean? The opportunity, because your desire to have more than other people or to have too
some
much.
kind of relief,
Maybe having kids. Having kids, you're like, I want to make sure my kids never struggle. All of these are reasons you will sell out. Me, I don't got them reasons. I have no reason to give no nigga no break. Not one nigga, whether it's, you know, Lil Nas X and that cornball shit he making, you gets no break from me. Whether it's, feel me, the rap, feel me, you gets no break from me. Nobody gets no break. I'm gonna kill. I'm on the gas pedal every day while I'm in it. Feel me? Until the day I'm gone. Then when I'm not fucking with this, then you niggas can breathe easy. But until that day, I'm on you for real. And I feel like there's a space right now for that. There's a space needed.
Absolutely. And I think the culture needs it the whole, and that is always welcome on healing is gangster because before you get to the healing part, you gotta be honest with yourself. And I don't mean just in rapping, just in life. You gotta be honest with yourself about where you at in life and what your strengths and weaknesses are, where you're at. You have to be honest with yourself.
And that's the hardest thing because
you know,
I'm glad you said that. And that's our problem. We always feel like, you know, somebody told us we gotta walk in a room and think we the best. We always try to make up everything with pride and reputation. Feel me? I don't need that. I'm not trying to convince no nigga who I'm that. I don't gotta do it a day later. My little homies can be mad, my older homies can be mad. I'm glasses low already. And ain't nothing nobody can do. And if you try to come do something, it's gonna be bad news for any nigga. Feel me? Whether living or dying when it's said and done, you're gonna have a tough fight. So I feel like there's a space for it, and that's really what I'm focused on.
And speaking about good music, you know, Young Giants. I want to know, you know, what's next. You know what I mean? Y'all dropped a couple of LPs that I liked, and you know, because me and Glasses we've been talking about, you know, that real music.
Right.
You know, that it has substance. Yeah. That's one thing I've always liked about y'all music. You know what I mean? You know, because I listen to everything. So trust me, I've been peeping what y'all been doing, and I liked it. You got history in this game a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From Pops being, you know, doing his thing and being signed to Easy back in the day.
Yeah.
Playing Ham for
serious.
Penthouse Players Click.
And if you don't know who Play Ham is, you need to go do your little due diligence.
He taught Quick how to rap. That's just facts.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was born into it, man. So it was one of them things that I couldn't even run away from, even when I tried. You know, it was a point where I didn't even want to do it, but I couldn't run away from it. So, you know, I embraced it. And then I started running with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nah, what you got going? What you got coming? What y'all got going on?
Me and my bro, man, we got an EP coming out called All I Want.
And a label.
You know what I'm saying? And a label, Giant Life Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we coming out, you know, as the LA Giants. It ain't gonna be Young Giants no more. So we just embracing and being who we are, you know, on purpose. For a long time, you know, we had to we fought against being who we really was, you know what I'm saying? And Glasses helped us a lot with that as far as just making us, you know, inspiring us to embrace that. Like, nigga, what is two West Coast? Like, niggas in LA will tell you, or from Cali, it'll be like, nah, y'all two West Coast. And like, what the fuck?
We've been here.
But it'll fuck with you when you're young, and you think like, man, maybe they got a point. So you like, I gotta go in here and make this record. But we like, fuck all that, man. We gonna be who we are, you know what I'm saying? Still respect the business and the you know, evolution.
Absolutely.
But we not about to compromise. We're not for sale either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we on.
Every artist that I've seen, and I've had to, I'm pretty proud to say that most of my friends became somebody. Like that I had, that we was coming up, we used to do the hole in the wall clubs together,
And I remember, I was watching y'all. I used to YouTube, I watched the New West shit, the New West movement. I was the nigga, I was low key, I'm like, man, why ain't where these niggas at? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching, I'm studying, you know what I'm saying? And I met Glasses when I was 14, 15 rapping.
When I was just really starting to record.
Yeah, before White Lightning.
Ooh, okay, so you've seen, so that's what I'm saying, you've seen, and with your pops and everything, you've been exposed to this game. The reason why I bring that up is because every artist that I've known, from the Kendricks to the G's to the Nips to the list goes, shit, we done, from the Dre's all the way down the line, you know what I'm saying? You know, Bishop included, everybody that was just around during that period. All the rappers that ended up changing the culture, I saw them experiment with themselves before that happened. I saw it. Right. You know, you'll see, you know, if you go back to the old Kendrick CDs, you'll see where he was kind of toying with his style. Right. Even with all of our CDs, you'll see oh, okay, but when they got to that moment where they're like, you know what, fuck all that. I'm finna do what I want to do, and I'm finna just be me. Right. That's when they say, am I right or wrong?
True. And that's what we own.
You know what I'm saying? So man, stay like that, bro.
Yeah, that's what we own, man.
And really, it's just, don't worry about the person you want to be and being the person you are.
Yeah.
That's cold, boy.
That's cold. That's a boy. You know, and team is very important. That's the one thing I learned too. And it seems like you got a good core of people around you that.
Yeah, we do, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm a blessed individual, man. Cause I didn't have my moments where I wanted to say fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? shit recently at times, you know what I'm saying, when you just going through life, you know what I mean? But I know it just be me, it just be in my head, and me and Glass would chop it up. I say something to him, and I can tell he'll know, like, this nigga Joe Owen, let me get at him, and we just have a conversation. I get it, and bring you back down to reality, you know what I'm saying? Because you just going through life, like you said, having distractions, and, you know, been doing it for so long, you know what I'm saying?
Doubt is the monster, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
what's funny is, those 4 points I wrote for them.
Okay.
But I wrote them for myself.
Yeah.
Addressing another nigga problem, trying to help some homies out, I figured out some problems for myself.
That's how it always
So when
be.
I say education, consistency, feel me, discipline, and humility, one thing, you know, we came up in that New West era, and we didn't have no humility.
It was not.
We was fucking animals.
We was like going at whoever went in. It didn't matter what
it was. The New West.
Yeah. And it really came from, you know, we wasn't super educated. I feel like Bishop was more educated than all of us.
Yeah.
We were all pretty disciplined about it. We were all consistent about it.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, most of us lack the education
Absolutely.
and the humility, because
I wouldn't have did half the shit
LA don't really breed humility.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you've been working with the legends and having opportunities. Feel me?
Right.
Having opportunities. Sometimes they hard to work with now, and you have to take a no, or they're gonna not pay you no attention. You got to be humble enough to take it on the chin and go back again, you know, because at that one time, you know, you'll get what you need. So.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll tell you is, bro, and it's one thing I haven't learned too, is you being somebody's therapist. When you rapping them songs, you know, there's people out there that don't got nobody to talk to. You know, like I was one of them. You know, I didn't feel like anybody could understand where I was coming from until I put in the CD. You know, outside of talking to the homies outside. But it's nothing like just being by yourself sometimes and kind of just getting in your zone. You know, so, you know, for me it was people like Tupac. You know,
that nigga is like the greatest therapist in the black community when it comes to rap.
What you and the group got coming now? You know what I'm saying?
Me and my bro, shout out to Deuce, man. He couldn't be here, but if I'm here, he here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, LA Giants, man. We dropping a new EP called All I Want. I think the Masters gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. You know, we just been, you know, learning a lot about the business and, you know, marketing and things of that nature. But we definitely about to go live real soon. And I think it's gonna fuck the game. People gonna be proud of what we doing.
Nah, I'm looking forward to it. Y'all working with anybody in particular as far as production and all that?
Yeah, we got Cat on there. We got Black Tobin on there.
All right.
We got Jelly Roll on there. The homies Trio Click from Alaska on there. They actually produced the first single called Fuck a Foreign. So, yeah, man, we got some heavy hitters, man. We got Mac 10 getting on that motherfucker.
All right.
Carlos Miller.
Okay. Yeah, you keeping it real to the
roots.
Right,
man, it's LA. Yeah, it's an LA EP for sure.
Yeah.
And we proud of it. You feel me?
Most of the dudes that you mentioned have they've seen every era of this. LA shit.
Start to end.
Yeah. I remember working with a lot of them same people.
Yeah, we still with them to this day, man. To be proud, you know what I'm saying? We looked up to them dudes.
I'm so mad that they won't just still produce. I get so mad Warren won't produce a new artist, or when Cat won't produce a new artist, or Jelly not producing a new artist, or you know, any of the legends not producing a new artist. There's still a space for you to come out and make sense. This shit is in a stagnant place. It's only 1 or 2 people moving. This game still need them. And I just can't get them to understand. It's so important for them to keep producing. So it is dope. But
that's why I like that they did. No, that's dope because they still have a lot to bring to the game.
Yes, they do. Still hard
Very
as
talented.
Still got that shit, man.
Absolutely. Well, you know, best of luck with that. I know it's going to be heat. I've liked everything y'all done up until this point. That stuff that I play for my son. If I play it for my son, I mean it's bang.
Dope. Yeah.
And if he like it, I know it's bang.
Hey man, you know, we on to something. You feel me? Yeah.
So you know, my kids don't like all y'all. You know what I'm saying? You included, G. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to congratulate both of you brothers on just being here. You know what I'm saying? Just breathing, being alive right now.
Especially in 2020, it got real special.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
COVID.
It's a lot of people that's, man, we talk about people that we lost.
Crippin' and COVID.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, man, that's you know?
It didn't have to be this simple. It could be fucked up.
Yeah, so I want to really just, you know, I'm about giving people their flowers while they smell them.
I'm grateful
You know
for your
what I'm
life.
saying?
I'm grateful we came through everything we came through, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm grateful we came through everything we came through.
It's been a big road,
We did
long
not
road.
have to.
Yeah, and you know, like, again, along that road, a lot of people not here
Man,
that we came up with.
a lot of people doing 1,000 other things, if they
Yeah.
doing anything.
Yeah,
It's been a journey, man, and
Hell of a journey.
when you know you still got work to do, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You know your work is necessary and needed, and you know it's like purpose.
yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah, and, you know, as an LA representative, I'm always proud to have other people that have been part of this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Representing the coast right and showing people that, you know, there's still values out here. It's not just, you know, reckless, lawless. You know, when I say lawless, I don't mean the law. I mean, we got morals and codes that we follow,
Yeah.
you know, and that still is in existence. So I'm glad that people from LA can, you know, show that and that the world can see that. So congratulations to both of you brothers on doing y'all thing, you know, helping all the people that y'all have helped and that y'all gonna help. You know, thanks for coming on the show for real, because I think the public learned a lot from these conversations. You know, I definitely want to have y'all back.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
for
there's
sure.
still a lot to talk about.
Anytime.
You know, even with the, we just touched the very surface of the
We ain't
gang
even
shit.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even go
That's
yet.
such a big conversation. I think I want to have a show that's just dedicated to those things.
It
You
don't
know what I'm
matter
saying?
what we doing is what we doing.
You know, because it's a lot that we can address. Because there's a whole lot of stuff going on in LA that you
Man,
know it would take so
son.
much time to talk about, even with the whole race thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole conversation within itself, and that's something I definitely want to address with y'all at some point. So, good looking on that, and best of luck to y'all in the future. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in, and you already know the most gangster thing that you can ever do in life is face yourself and know where you at and start to heal yourself. And that's why healing is gangster. It will always be gangster. You understand what I'm saying? So heal yourself and help to heal others. And y'all be safe out there. We'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. 100.